got Marchele Jenkins and Tim Reynolds here talking about the longest day of play. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad you guys could make it. Longest day of play is tonight.
It is.
Right?
Yes, we're ready to get our play on.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah, we're ready for that. We mentioned that rain. We're ready for that rain to move on past out of here, get in and out, and have you all some fun tonight, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Whoever wants to start, go ahead and just give us a little overview of the longest day of play, what time it's starting, and where.
Longest day of play will be at Juniper Hill at 5:30 to 7:30. That's when the vendors will be there. Then the first 600 people that come and go through registration will receive an armband. And those folks will then be able to go to the pool from 7:30 to 9:30. And that's really a long day of play.
Okay.
Yeah. So how do folks get the an armband right? So your first 600 people get an armband right for free, and then what happens after that? If you're after the 600, is it only 600?
It's only 600.
Okay. I was thinking it was like an admission.
Yeah,
afterwards.
that's
I got
the limit that
that makes
the
sense.
Aquatic Center will hold, and so we wish we could let everybody in. I mean, that's we hate telling people we're out, but we're kind of.
It becomes a safety issue at that point.
It
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
So it's limited to 600.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What other things besides the playing in the pool will there be for folks to do when they come out?
So a lot of the vendors will have different types of games to play. I know that there's one individual. There's some stuff rolling on the show now, but they'll have some blow up slides. They'll do some ball toss. I think usually the cheerleaders come out. Some of the cheerleaders will come out of the clubs. Will come out and do tumbling drills and things like that to try to teach the kids some of those things. And then we'll have a whole bunch of hot dogs, a whole bunch of pizza and other things for everybody to eat and to have a great time.
The thing you talked about was don't bring any money.
That's right.
We don't need to bring any money. It's all going to be there for you.
That's right.
That's right.
Everything you
Absolutely.
need.
So we do this because we love kids, we love our community, and we want to help kids understand how important it is to be out there, to be growing, and to take the opportunity to play as long as they possibly can, and have a safe place to do it.
Yeah, and bring families together.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we want grandparents and parents and aunts and uncles. Bring your kids. This is a time to just let your hair down and become a kid yourself again. You know, it's about the play and not having to worry about, do I have any money for this or that. This is a no money, free fun night.
Not even just the fact that it costs money, but one of my least favorite things to do when I take my children out somewhere is just the constant, I need, buy me this or that or the other thing.
Right.
Just to not have that sounds amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And in years past, we've been able to provide. We've had some wonderful donors that have done some raffle tickets and things like that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that this year. But there'll still be plenty of opportunity. There'll be a DJ there. So it should be a great environment and atmosphere for the kids and families.
And so speaking of, so we're talking about the event, we're talking about organization as well, and you all are both with Frankfort Kiwanis Club.
That's
right.
But who else did you all work with, right? The Franklin County Health Department. You all have been doing this really since 2007, is that right?
The health department started Longest Day of Play, and they did it for 10 years. And then in 2017, it just kind of fell into our lap, and I happened to be the right place at the right time, and I said, Kiwanis will do it. And then I went to the board and said, I found our signature event. But it just fell in line with everything that Kiwanis is about. We're all about kids, and we just, along with the health department, Debbie Bell has been very significant in working with the vendors, and that's a big part of this, you know, to make sure that we have vendors. We have 32 vendors that's going to be there tonight, so that's pretty impressive. And it is a community gathering partnership, because you have Parks and Rec, you have Frankfort Police, Sheriff's Department, Fire, EMS, plethora of vendors, people donating food, Kroger's, Stacks, There's some pizza places that have donated, so it all comes together. It's definitely, we might facilitate it and host it, but it is a community partnership.
Well, and then and speaking of the venue as well, right?
Yeah.
With Juniper Hill, like
Yeah.
they give that to you. Yeah.
They kudos to them because they have the park always looking great, but they give us golf carts and manpower and
yeah.
all of that. So
So if you do decide to come out tonight, which we would love for you to, certainly make sure there will be golf carts that'll be driving around, so that you can get a ride up to the pavilion and things like that. If you park far away, there'll be a constant rotation of those. And if as we do overflow, we'll go to other venues just right outside of the park. But again, we'll still have transportation back in and things like that, so that people can come. So there should be able to get up to the place, get up to the pavilion, and have a great time with no problems. So.
We feel good about the weather, but just in case there's some drizzle, come on out. We're good.
That's
It's
right.
okay to play in the rain.
it's fun to play in the rain.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No excuses.
Yeah, if you need
Nope.
to
That's right.
bring
Excuses.
extra change of clothes or something.
That's
like
exactly
right.
So, yeah.
Well, and if you're the first 600,
You're gonna get wet
You're gonna get
anyway.
wet anyway.
Right.
So what's the difference, right?
Totally. You're bringing a towel.
Well, and just to hit the details again, tonight 5:30, from 5:30 to 7:30 is when the vendors will be there. Enjoy yourself there. The splash party will start at 7:30. For 600 people, get the armband to swim for free. Thank you all so much for coming on. But before we let you go,
I do want to get that. Just for logistics, the first 600 people at 5:30. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, is that when you'll start giving out the armbands
Yes.
at 5:30 when people
Right.
when it
Gotcha.
starts?
Correct.
Okay.
That's right.
We will start at 5:30.
Okay.
So, yes.
I don't,
Yeah.
people shooting for 7:30 and be like, I was here at 7:30.
That's right.
That's right.
No.
All right.
Yep.
Good deal.
oh, and then just where will they go to try to get those armbands? Is it kind of right as they come in?
Right.
Okay.
It'll be
didn't know if there was a
close to the
separate-
pavilion.
I got you.
You'll see registration signs.
Okay, yeah,
Very
they'll see signage. Okay. Well, before we let you all go, question of the day: what's your all's favorite part of the summer? Tim, you got
Besides
anything
the
to-
longest
yeah,
day of
besides the
play.
longest day of play, right? Yeah,
Going
of
in.
course. Yeah,
Check my answer.
that's the given. We already know that's your favorite part.
I think mine. As you guys were talking about it, I think mine is definitely having my kids around and being able to, instead of them, always being out to school and things like that, just having them around, especially in the mornings. I don't get to see them a whole lot, so it's always nice to be around with them. So
Yeah. Well, and they're not worried about homework, and it's necessarily. I'm sure they got activities. And
they
stuff,
don't worry
and-
about homework. So that's okay.
Marchele, what about you?
Well, I was sitting here thinking about that, and I was listening to the comments, and my first thing was it's because it's warm.
Oh, yeah.
I like the heat. I don't like the humidity that comes
Sure,
with it, but
yep.
I like being in the heat, and I'm not
Yeah.
a cold-natured person, so I just long for the summer. So I'm glad it's here.
All right.
Well, that's good. I'm sure we'll have some plenty of hot days awaiting us here this summer for you. So.
Put me at the pool.
Yeah.
I'm great.
Yeah.
Well, Marchele, Tim, thank you all so much for being on the show.
Thank
Again,
you.
longest day of play is going on tonight, starting at 5:30 over at Juniper Hills Park.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being
All
here.
right.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.